From Christchurch Road in Newport town, where the cold seven winds blow low, a barefoot lad with a sailor's dream watched the outbound steamers go. 14 years and a restless heart, no coin, no plan, no shore. He kissed his mam and he took the road, and he came back home no more. So haul away, my hearts, haul away. Let the southern breakers roar, for the smallest lad in the frozen dark was Perc forevermore. Through ice and wind and the long white night, his courage kept the score. Sing hey for brave young Perc, my boys of the ship Endurance shore. At 18 years he was wrecked ashore on a far South American strand, but he crossed the plains and the mountain chains with nothing but his hands. He heard tell of a bold white road where no man's foot had been, to march the spine of the Antarctic waste with Ernest Shackleton's dream. They said to Young at the interview, be off your skin and bone. But Perc just grinned and he slipped aboard when the night watch stood alone. With two good mates and a locker tight, he hid 3 hungry days, till they dragged him out by the collar scruff to the skipper's stormy gaze. Well now, says Shackleton, hard and grim, you'll work or you'll be meat. I'll work, says Perc, till my hands give out, and he rose upon his feet. And soon the men all laughed and swore there was none so quick or warm. They called him Perc, their lucky spark, their candle in the storm. So haul away, my hearts, haul away. Let the southern breakers roar, for the smallest lad in the frozen dark was Perc forevermore. Through ice and wind and the long white night, his courage kept the score. Sing hey for brave young Perc, my boys of the ship Endurance shore. But they sailed southbound on the Endurance through floe and grinding pack, till the ice closed in with a devil's din and would never give them back. The timbers groaned and the mast bowed down, the sea turned hard as stone, and the ship that bore their grand design was splintered and overthrown. So haul the boats or the frozen waste or a glacier ridge and seam, with bleeding hands they dragged their lives across the cracking gleam. To Elephant Island's bleak and battered shore they built their huts of sail and spar, and prayed to see once more. Yeah, they lay in the sleet and dark on penguin broth and hope, while a chosen few in an open boat put out on the wild sea slope. For South Georgia's far wailing lights through mountains, wind and foam, to fetch a ship and fetch their mates and bring the lost ones home. Young Perc held fast through frostbit nights, through hunger, cold and gale, the stowaway from Newport town who could not fail. And when at last the rescue came across the heaving grey, they cheered the lad who'd crossed the world just to earn his place that day. At Newport railway station the word went round, and the platform swelled like tide, with caps and cheers and waving hands for the lad the seas couldn't hide. But Perc slipped out the far side door while the band played brave and grand, and walked Christchurch Road in the evening dusk with his kit bag in his hand. So haul away, my hearts, haul away. Let the southern breakers roar, from Newport streets to the polar ice sea. Prove what grit is for. No lord nor chief, just a runaway lad, but braver than the lore. Sing hey for Perc, bold Perc, my boys, and the Endurance evermore. Haul away, my hearts, haul away. Let the southern breakers roar, from Newport streets to the polar ice sea. Prove what grit is for. No lord nor chief, just a runaway lad, but braver than the lore. Sing hey for Perc, bold Perc, my boys, and the Endurance evermore.